Let's talk about some sides who are doing some good business in the transfer window. Today, I want to talk about MK Dons. They finished 19th in League 2 last season, a shocking performance and a shocking finish for a club whose aspirations were a lot higher. It was their squad versus Swindon on the last day, and here's what it looks like now. Dean Lewington has obviously retired. O'Reilly, Patterson, White and Orsi have all returned to their parent clubs. On their release list were Tucker, Harrison and Harness. What you'll notice straight away is that MK have kept the bulk of their starting 11, albeit a really poor starting 11. Whatever your opinions are, we all know that MK have quite a lot of money, and naturally now they have quite a lot of pull. Let's look at some of the players they brought in. Nathaniel Mendez-Lang has come in from Derby. This is an unreal signing for League 2. He's played majority of his career in the top two divisions, played 41 games for Derby last season in the Championship. He's 33 years old, but you'd expect him to be able to perform at League 2 level. This is already a significant upgrade to MK's attack. And then you consider they brought in Rushian Hepburn-Murphy. Hepburn-Murphy's career hasn't really been reflective of what was promised. He started out at Aston Villa. He even had a spell in Cyprus. But last season he scored 10 goals for a struggling Crawley Town in League 1. And he adds another really good addition to MK's attack. At this point you'd have thought they'd be done. They haven't. They brought in Aaron Collins from Bolton. This is an incredible signing. They've signed him on an undisclosed fee. I don't really understand why Aaron doesn't want to play at Bolton. Perhaps he's not in Schumacher's plans, but MK have brought him in. Once again, Collins is undoubtedly a top half League 1 performer, if not top 6. So he should find it relatively comfortable at League 2 level. They've also brought in Gethin Jones from Bolton as well to bolster that backline, and this is an impressive signing, a really solid League 1 player. And then you consider they were also linked with Stephen Humphreys. At time of writing this, he's now gone to Bradford. There's rumours of Will Collar and Gus Scott-Morris, who's got 17 goals, I think, from right wing-back for Southend in the National League last season. You put it all together and it looks a little bit like this. Apologies if I've missed any players. Jonathan Lecco is also signed on for another year. And to be honest with you, there's no reason why MK shouldn't go and storm the division. That front line is super impressive. You'd imagine they'd add a little bit more to the midfield, which is probably needed. And whether there is depth and quality in their backline remains to be seen. So the positives for MK. Early business, they got loads of money, they've got Paul Warne and they're building a squad for League 1 for the future. I've tried to find the negatives. Negatives are obviously the fan base in terms of noise and pulling victories. Games away from home will be tough. Wrexham found it hard. Perhaps too many egos. I'm really pushing for negatives there. Early prediction, top 3 at least.